coming up on DNM Cast.
And a lot of times, like, people let their friends have a say on who they're going to see or be with or date.
You know, that's like my one, like, what's it called? Pet peeve or red flag, whatever it is. When they listen, like, I get you listen to your friends, but when their decisions are wholly based on their friends, it's like the same thing. Like, if a friendship, you take things for granted when you have them. And then when you don't have them, you feel like some sort of aspect of your life is missing.
And just didn't really want to be disliked by anyone. I think that's definitely something you got to grow out of, and realizing that not everyone's going to like you. And no matter like what good you're doing in the world, not everyone's going to like you.
Oh, wrong. It's been so cold.
Dude, it has been.
I woke up this morning and daylight savings kind of rocked me, and the coldness, you can tell by my fit. It's not even that cold. It's like 17 degrees outside,
something like that.
Oh wait, daylight saving takes it as we lost an hour.
Got an extra hour of sleep. So yeah,
how does that work?
Went backwards.
It confuses my mind. Okay. So like 12 o'clock, we just reset at 12 again.
So, you can go to school if you can.
Anyway, dropped out.
Welcome back to DNM Cast. This is episode 42.
Right.
Second episode of that Creative Hub. Only got good feedback from last week with the new studio, so we're back here. Lighting's probably different. We've got a massive ball up there lighting us up, so let's get it. I
feel really like beautiful right now.
Yeah, we're closer together this time as well. I think it's
and
more intimate discussion.
Yeah, very intimate, isn't it? Well, we said last week that if any of you got some artwork or anything that you want to put behind us, we're happy to put it up. So if you make some cool artwork or fan mail, I'm in the process of setting up a PO box. I didn't realize it was so hard to set up a PO box. A lot of paperwork.
It's hard when you're Luke Bailey.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what's going to get sent there. Lots of explosives probably.
Oh, it's the worst. If someone, you know what scarred me? Like the most harmless prank is the fart spray.
Oh yeah,
but it is absolutely scarred
Anyone
me.
Unfamiliar, liquid arse is an American fart spray.
It's disgusting.
Whoever made that probably needs to be like executed. That is the worst smelling thing ever. Like it stays around the room for like half an hour as well, to the point where one time
I stayed away for weeks. That wasn't.
Yeah, Luke was sleeping, and I walked in with that spray, sprayed it everywhere in his room. He woke up confused. What happened?
I woke up so confused. Like I actually thought that I shit myself. I was like, oh my God, what is that? Like I woke up to just a putrid smell. I had no idea what was going on. And you guys come in laughing at me. So I'm like, I must have shit myself, and they're like filming and laughing. I was so embarrassed. And then I get up and I'm like, no, wait, I'm fine right now.
How would we know if you shit yourself though?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just woke up, I was like delirious. It's a bit delusional.
Oh my God, the boys know I shut myself.
Anyway, we'll get back on track. So this episode, I think we're going to go a bit deeper. I think we're due for a more vulnerable episode. I think we've almost avoided it for a while. So I think we'll go through a fair few things. The main one being like our fears in life. So things that I think we are scared of not achieving, scared of not doing, scared of anything like that. Anything under the umbrella, get nice and vulnerable for you guys, because I know that usually does well. So I'll set the tone for this. So when we got this topic, I put in the group chat like fears, and I was talking about fears in life. Diezel replies, "Oh yeah, I'm fucking scared of spiders." It's like, no, that's not what we're going after. I think so. I'll set the tone with some things I wrote down. So fears in life: not doing enough / failing to meet high expectations. So I think that's more personalized to me. Obviously, Dad's in the public eye a fair bit and made a pretty big name for himself in journalism. So I've always felt like I got pretty big shoes to fill in that sense. So it's like always like it almost falls under the umbrella of anxiety, I think, but it's also classified as a fear where, you're always like critiquing yourself for not doing enough, or maybe I think comparing is a good one as well. Comparing yourself to other people your age who are in the same boat, or who are in a better situation. I think, as you said before, comparison is a thief of joy.
Definitely is.
So avoid that. And I think it's normal, I think, to feel like you're not doing enough.
Especially at this age. Especially at this age. I was more looking at towards like finding like the correct profession, like you said as well. Like I just got denied from uni in a way because I'm like not a mature age and I didn't get an ATAR.
You failed your test?
No, I didn't fail my test. My tests were great, but like they didn't accept me because I don't have an ATAR and I'm not a mature age student. So like then that makes me reflect. I have another year to then like not know what to do. Do I work? Do I not like try to look for another pathway into it? Or do I just wait till I'm a mature age? So just justifying whether this is what I want to do full time, but then again, like
I think the uncertainty is also very scary. Where
it is,
things always work themselves out. Like things in the future seem so much further away than things in the past.
Yeah.
So like when we're like trying to move forward, we go, oh my God, in 2 weeks, it's so scary. This is so far away. 3 months, like what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But 3 months ago is like yesterday. So things always work themselves
They
out.
do.
But it's just scary not knowing what the future holds.
I think that's the thing of it. Everything seems like a massive deal in the moment, and when you're up in your own head about it, everything seems like it's the end of the world. But everything does have a way of working itself out. Especially if you're doing all the right things. I think everything will kind of fall into place if you just trust the process. And
well, you know what scares me the most? I saw this, like, it was like some Instagram reel, or it might have been like a photo, but it was like, so you're on your deathbed and you've like just passed away, and there's 10 people around you, and those 10 people are all 10 different versions of you, of what you could have become, or like the different choices in your life of what the things would be. And I would hate to be like in my deathbed and never like fulfilling and becoming the ultimate version of myself.
I think
back
to finding your purpose. I think it's completely normal to not know what you want to do until like late in your life. Like, I think it changes. For example, like when I came out of school, I was 17 when I graduated. I went and
Were you 17 when you graduated?
Yeah, I was younger. I was younger than everyone else.
You're younger.
Yeah. So I was 17, went straight into this uni course, which was business and event management, which now I'd hate to work in like business or event management. I just want to almost do something in more of this kind of field where it's like media type thing. But like I'm 3 out of 4 years into that course. I deferred this year. I've still one more year left. I'm still going to tick it off just so I got the degree. But 17-year-old me wanted a lot different things to 22-year-old me now. So I think it's normal to do that. And if you're like 18, freshly coming out of school, there is a lot of pressure to like plan your whole life out at 18, which is just unrealistic for anyone. And I think I'm not saying don't go to uni. I'm saying like commit to something.
People
but
go, I'm not going to uni.
Expect change if you don't love it. I think as you mature, you almost like find your own way around life and find your own opportunities. Like with me, I wanted to get into social media, like management, and obviously business and event management at uni doesn't really cover that.
But it's also scary that like, when you look back in your life, you go, oh, when I was 17, I wish I started this because of the things that you now know now.
Yeah, and that's I think that's because of other success stories of like kids or people your age doing something, and they started back when you both would have been 17.
It doesn't help with social media. Like there'll be like 16-year-old millionaires, like 17.
They're just glorifying it, and not everything. I think back to social media, not everything you see on there is real, and like we can justify this wholeheartedly. We'll be completely honest, like. There's like certain things that you portray.
No one's spray painting my car.
All the way, no one's spray painting Luke's car. There's certain stories you tell that maybe aren't, or probably extremely exaggerated. And there's certain things that you portray about your lifestyle that just aren't true. So if you're comparing yourself to if you're 22 and comparing yourself to another 22-year-old billionaire on TikTok, his life isn't what it's made out to be on social media. It's not real life. So just don't, comparison is the thief of joy. And doing that will just send you down a bad rabbit hole of, just bad thoughts. And I think if you just focus on yourself, you will find your purpose.
You're comparing yourself to like hyper top 0.01% of people and their success stories. Because you want all of the flashy things, like, but you have to work to get there. These people the people that you see that have got like all these Lambos and everything that you wish you had, they've spent 20 years working. Like they've had so many ups and downs that we just don't see. Like we have no idea what they've been through. And then you're comparing yourself to just some guy driving a Lamborghini. You're like, damn, I wish I was him.
The one thing I don't like is when someone that's doing really well in life, that's obviously a mature age, that's been through what you're going through right now, says like, oh, it's okay. Like you'll get there. Yeah. But like, I hate it because it's just like, yeah, I know that, but like, don't tell me that in a way. Is it something relatable when like someone like say 40, it's like, yeah, you need to like go through those times to like get to where you need to be like in the future, which is true, but it's just like,
hearing
that's not what I want to
like
hear.
A bit, you want to like, it's a bit, not,
you want the answers now and you want,
you want the answers now. There's no real answers except like what they're trying to tell you, which is not what you want to hear.
Yeah.
But there aren't shortcuts. So
that's it's just not what you want to hear. So.
No, like, I don't know. That's just like one thing. Mum always says like it's gonna work out, which is true and all that. But I'm like, I want it now. Like I think a lot of people fall into the trap of like wanting it now, and like you just got to understand that like whatever it is, your profession, a relationship or something, it will come eventually. Just when you expect it to come now, it's obviously not going to come naturally. If that makes sense.
How you with how you've got like the year gap because I know you wanted to go to uni and stuff. Yeah. How are you like? What are the processes that you're putting in place now to like help you accept that it's okay that things change and now you're adapting to the change?
Yeah, so I'm like talking to a careers teacher, someone from my previous school, just to like justify whether it's worth doing another course to go back into uni or just like waiting till I'm a mature age. But like talking to people is definitely something that's helped me. And then setting goals. So my goal this year is to save up like 15 to 20 grand just for a car. and then just pay that off. You know what I mean? So I don't have to pay repayments on that and stuff. And then it's also to go on a couple of holidays as well, and like just enjoy this next year. So that next year, next year, I just like grind saving, and just like obviously have like a good income.
I think on saving, I also had down. I put it as big boy responsibilities.
Yeah.
So like tax, saving for a house,
Yeah.
all this kind of shit. Now you're doing your own laundry and shit. It's like it's definitely.
I don't do my laundry. It just sits in a basket.
Oh, it's
Luke
disgusting.
doesn't wash his clothes.
It got to a point where I have no clothes at home. It's just a big like my whole laundry.
I don't know,
full
how
of
do you
clothes.
live?
I know.
How
I don't know how you find.
I have no idea
That
how
would
I get
piss me
through
off.
life.
I feel like you've worn those tracksuit sets for like
These
the
are my
last
car. I had
3-4
no
weeks.
It's like Josh Block.
Yeah.
No, who's
That's
that?
a lie.
It's
These-
like
these
the
are
world of
fresh clothes.
t-shirts guys. Like put the fries in the bag. He just wears the same thing every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think especially like saving for a house, and you see all these people on social media, like 22-year-olds. Oh, I just bought my first investment property. I bought my 6th investment property. It's like, fuck, slow down. It's like, let me catch up. But it's
Like
like,
Dad may have helped him in.
No, I think-
no.
exactly. I think everyone's story is different, and you know, you just focus on yourself, and however you define success should be success to you, not however some fucking 25-year-old millionaire defines success.
What I've seen a lot on, I forgot what his name was, but I know Keenan did one of them, and it's like, I want to be rich, but I want to be rich in like life, be rich in experiences, be rich in like all these different ways.
I think it depends if you're materialistic or not. I think if you find like value and self-worth in like expensive things. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
Betty's just like... Sorry.
Yeah.
But by the way, we've now got a crowd just behind us. So everyone's,
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It just depends if you find value and self-worth in materialistic objects, which some people do, which is fine. And if you have the means, then fuck it, go for it. But some people find, you know, the value in other people, in experiences. So
I feel like, man, that like there's so many different avenues you can go in there. But like when people like want to show off their materialistic things, it's probably it can be so different. But like sometimes they're insecure and they want to show people that they're a certain way.
yeah.
So it's like you don't necessarily need this fancy this and this fancy that to show that you're cool or show that you're this type of person. So like you got to remember that people that do, you know, flash and flaunt these flashy things, it's probably coming from a place of insecurity that they want to be seen and like taking in a certain way.
Yeah. Or they just want to sort of brag about the appreciation of like where they've gotten. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And sometimes they want to show off the hard work, and in that case, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's so different. Some people like fake it. Some people actually like there's so many different avenues that people go through.
At the end of the day, don't worry about what other people are doing. Just focus on yourself, and you'll actually get somewhere where you.
I think what's really worked for us, I think, is at the start, I think we were definitely comparing ourselves to bigger creators, and we'll had like 1,000 followers, and we'd like think, fuck, like why can't we get 10,000 followers? So we started like almost trying to mirror what other people were doing, and then we kind of locked in ourselves and started doing what we thought might work, and kind of created our own marketing strategy and honed in on ourselves, and that's been our success story. I think as soon as we started flick the switch and said fuck what they're doing, let's do us, focus on us. Don't worry about anyone else. Don't worry about the talking that's coming. And it's just worked a wonder, I think. A year ago, D&M didn't even exist, and now look at where we are.
It's so funny you say that. Like you guys said that like you were focusing on other people. Like I actually was like focusing on you, like what you guys were doing in order to like uplift myself.
Well, everyone's different. I think everyone's different in terms of us. We're obviously D&M, but we've all got our own separate social brand, personal brands, which are nothing alike. We're all different people. And I think that's where, especially I know with the Just for Girls yells, they get all these questions like, are they still friends? Because like their personal brands are so different. They barely interact with each other socially, but that's normal. I think everyone has their own personal brand, and just because like they're not, you know, flaunting that they're best of friends through their personal brands, they're just different people, and they like to post different things. So like, I think everyone assumes, especially with us, DNA, like all our personal TikToks have to have each other in it, or else we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have said that. They're like, oh, you're not in the video, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, yeah, well, I wasn't
It's like
talking about that.
Depends what we're
conversation.
doing. We all live separate lives. Depends, and that's the thing. So don't try to mirror what someone else is doing. If you like the content style, maybe take it and put your own little spin on it. But like, don't live your own life.
I had something that I've actually like struggled with recently, or like kind of like dealt with. It's like finding the right person to settle down with, or like knowing who the right person is, or like even finding that right person. And I feel like that's scary because you don't know, and you almost like want this like love story of like, you know, you fall in love with someone, you have this, but like you kind of get scared that you'll never find that.
Yeah.
And everyone that you talk to is always like, No, you will find it. Like things happen. Like
I'll stop you right there personally because I know you.
You
like,
know me
the best. You're stopping yourself from liking someone because
you're like you're attracted to the numbers.
Yeah. Oh. I don't think
to numbers.
I think that yes to an extent.
No, I think he was. I think he was like that. Especially when it was like all new, when we were entering this scene. Luke would be definitely attracted to the followers over the person, which is fine. But
no, it's not.
It's not a healthy way to go about it. But I think he's better now, and I think the person he's with now is definitely if he fucks that up,
I think your problem is like committing. Like you have definitely, I can see that you have commitment issues.
Severe commitment
because there's someone in your life right now that is like great for you. You know, it's just you're always questioning it. You know, to me at least.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think this might be a repeat of another situation if you fuck it up. So I think you just need to like lock in.
I'm not having a repeat of that.
So then definitely don't fuck it up. It's as simple as that.
Commit to it. If you commit to it, then you'll find out what
I think.
you want at the end of the day.
In terms of that though, I think in finding if we want to go back to relationships and finding the perfect person who's often portrayed by back in the day, I feel like it was romance movies or not romance novels. Now it's a bit more social media. Perfect relationships, well, they don't exist. Simple as that. Perfect people don't exist. Perfect relationships don't exist. And a lot of times, like people let their friends have a say on who they're going to see or be with or date.
You know, that's like my one, like, what's it called? Pet peeve or red flag, whatever it is. When they listen, like, I get you listen to your friends, but like when their decisions are wholly based on their friends.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't think
that drives me insane.
It's not a red. It's I guess not a red flag. It's just annoying because I feel like they can kind of like get opinions from their friends, but if their whole opinion about you is based on their friends or like what people are saying.
This is great. This is good because I based mine and Tyler's relationship off Luke would say sometimes, and that.
Why the fuck would you do?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
an idiot.
I'd always go to Luke and Tom and all that for advice and stuff, and Luke's like, "You got to do this. You got to do that." And then I realized that our relationship was actually like getting really bad.
Just go to Timmy. Go to Timmy. Go to Timmy next time.
Yeah, literally.
Timmy will help you.
Yeah,
He'll give you some
I'm
real
sure.
good insight. Anyway, but no, I think definitely don't let your coming from us. I think I wouldn't personally never let my friend's opinion or like what they say about them to impact my decision. I think it's my decision for a reason. It's no one else's business, and I'm quite secretive about my
severely. I have no idea.
Yeah, I like to keep it on the low. Like you two barely know what I'm doing all the time. So
hey, girlfriend of 6 months, no idea.
Nah, not even that. I think it's just a respect thing for the other party. I don't know. I've never always been a bit of a private person. Never really liked to share what I'm up to in that sense. But I think other people are different. They love to like flaunt what they're doing or like flaunt who they're talking to. Just keep it on the low. And I think if you're not sure what to do around your friends, if you're unsure about a person, just keep it low. I think less opinions better. And if you're sure, you're sure. If you're not, then
it's your relationship, not your friend's relationship. So don't worry about what your friends are saying.
It's like so annoying though. Back to like that, their friends.
That shit pisses me off.
It's like I had one like it would have been 2023 where it's like I was like fucking obsessed with this girl, and it was like going so well. And this was before social media, so like before all like the serious fucking talking started about us. And then like obviously heard some shit from her friends, and then bang, cold turkey, done. It's just the most annoying shit. It's just I encourage anyone out there, especially girls, because I know there's a lot more talking around female friend groups. Don't let your friends' opinions determine your feelings on someone. They're your feelings. Yeah, I think it's a natural, it's human nature. I think girls are a lot more talkative and open about those kinds of things. I think you guys aren't, but the guys are a bit more like keep it to themselves unless it's like a different type of relationship. But
like you'd be surprised if you're going on a date with someone, that girl's talked to about 5 of her best friends.
About you.
What's they've done research on you. They've done absolutely everything. And you might have like, and from a boy's perspective, you haven't even given a second
I won't even
thought.
I won't tell anyone. I won't tell anyone I'm doing. Especially because like I don't want like you two to rock up on the date. Yeah. That's another thing. You two
no, not me, him. I've never rocked up on a date.
It's happened max 3 times.
Exactly. Like, 3 times. 3 different girls in the last year.
It's so weird because you vlog it as well and post it.
It doesn't make in a year, 3 different girls. That's fine. Okay. First dates. Yeah.
Can we actually talk about actual fears like what we have?
What, spiders?
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
You can talk about it if you want.
Anyone listening, if you want to know about our actual fears in terms of like heights, spiders, fucking girls, cool. Seriously.
Oh, you hit them.
I used to have this fear. It was called. It's a movie called The Fifth Element. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you guys seen it?
You're scared of a movie.
The Fifth Element.
So
you know the blue lady that sings. I fucking was petrified to an extent where if I saw that photo of that
You're
alien,
scared of a movie character.
No, I genuinely like would want it to die. I didn't want to see it.
It's
Like,
a movie character though.
It's an alien. Oh fuck! See, like still to this day. Oh, holy fuck, dude! Like still to this day, dude. Like,
What is it?
I think you need fucking
It's
therapy.
so
That's not
scary.
even scary.
it's so scary.
I'm
Like I
fine.
can
You
look at
need
it.
help.
I'm over it now, but like,
No, you're not, bro.
Did
You
you
just
see
shit
just
yourself.
then the raw reaction of me?
You
like,
just shit
holy-
yourself seeing a still image
Nah,
of
like,
probably
that
CGI
was-
generated
That's
movie
incredible.
character.
It's freaky as like
Like,
that was my biggest.
Have you like
fear.
talked to a therapist?
Look at how scary that is. Look at how. Oh my god, I can't look at it. I used to dream about that chasing me, and I used to wake up pissed my pants like every time. This is what made me be in nappies till I was 5 years old.
How are
I
you
kid not.
scared of that?
I was in nappies till I was 5 years old because of this bitch. I kid you not. I was in kindergarten
shocked.
walking
How
around with
do you-
nappies.
What the fuck?
How
Have you like?
fucking scary is that?
I'm gonna check
I'm
you in.
just saying.
I think we need to check you in. Some. We need to talk to like a fucking.
Nah,
therapist.
I'm over it now. Like,
No,
I'm
you're
looking
not.
at it.
You just
I
shit
looked at it. I used to not be able to look at it, and now I'm looking at it.
Okay. Anyway.
That was a
thanks.
scary-
That's why we didn't go into fears, because you've just fucking
Do you get
done
the
it.
other fears that you want to go?
Nah, that was the main one. But fuck, dying as well. People dying. That scares me.
Well,
My only-
I've got losing people or burning bridges.
Yeah, losing people is a big one for me. Like, I always think about like my parents passing away or something, and it freaks me
That is the
out.
saddest shit ever.
It
Why do you
freaks
think
me
about
out.
that?
No, like, I just, you know what I do? So I don't take anything for granted. I always like am in the moment when I'm around my family. If my family around me, I'm like taking it in because I'm like, you never know. No, I'm serious. You never know. Tomorrow might be the day that someone might pass.
Yeah, it's true,
like
yeah.
might come to just a random thing, and then I'm just like,
Can we put like the sad music on?
Yeah.
whenever I see my mum, I give her a hug, hello and goodbye. Whenever I see my dad, I always say hello,
Give me a
goodbye.
And your dad sack taps you.
But like no matter what it is, if I feel like I've been a little bit rude to my siblings or anything, I always just like follow it up with them, just like make sure that they're okay, because you never know. If you're rude to someone and they pass away the next day, how horrible would you feel? You know, like
Yep.
that's just how I think, and that's
That's
the
great,
biggest
Diezel.
fear that I have.
That's beautiful. Dude.
That's amazing.
I'm serious.
I think
serious
off that,
too,
like
beautiful.
burning bridges with people. I think growing up, I was definitely a bit scared of this, and like not scared of it, just like avoiding confrontation. I think, and just didn't really want to be disliked by anyone. I think that's definitely something you got to grow out of, and realizing that not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone, no matter how good you are, no matter like what good you're doing in the world, not everyone is gonna like you. And I think if you focus less on the people that don't like you and more on the people that do appreciate you, I think you'll get a lot more out of yourself
Actually, that's
mentally.
something similar that I used to be scared of. I didn't want to burn bridges because they could be. This sounds bad, but they could be really successful when they were older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I was like scared that if I like burnt the bridge, that I wouldn't
like a
have that
footy player or
connection.
something.
Yeah, like so dumb. But I
Who
was
cares?
thinking
Like,
as I
yeah.
go, yeah.
And on that, if you're relating to that, who cares if what they're doing? Like, if they want to be
Yeah.
successful, just go do something for yourself. And like, that's comparing yourself. Like, oh, he's gonna be more successful than me. I have to keep him around. No, fuck that. Just be yourself. And like, who cares who you got around you? If you got the right circle around you, you're automatically going to be a lot more probably happier than that person is. And just accepting that not everyone is going to love you, but not everyone's going to like you. And then if you just focus on, if you have to keep your circle small, so be it. That's what we recommend. And just don't tell everyone everything. I think trusting people that you can't trust is one of the biggest mistakes you can make.
For the people listening, if you have like one thing that you're focusing on or working on, just like once, just don't tell anyone, and then do it, and then see how
See their
everyone's
reactions,
reactions
yes.
after. Because it's really good, isn't it? You do it a lot, and like you're starting to do it a lot more. And then I'm just like, whoa, you know, like the diss track. I didn't expect that.
That was crazy. It's like in a breakup, the hardest time is just losing. You get scared of like, because you had something, you took it for granted in that moment, and then you lose them, and then you're upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're scared of losing. It's like the same thing. Like, if a friendship, you're scared of, because you take things for granted when you have them, and then when you don't have them, you feel like some sort of aspect of your life is missing.
I'm
That's what you're
really
missing.
proud that you like understand that now. Are you gonna follow that?
Follow what?
Like, you take things for granted, and then you're gonna miss them.
Yeah, I think that's like, yeah.
Because that's your
talking about?
biggest problem. You're saying like your biggest problem, but you're talking like you don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's his number one thing. That's why Luke ended up sleeping in the lounge room for fucking 6 weeks straight. Because he fucking took something for granted and lost it.
Did
Why
you
was
see
I
his
sleeping?
face?
I do know. I do remember. I was
Because
sleeping.
you said I'm sleeping in the lounge. You tell everyone I'm sleeping in the lounge room until I hit 20,000 Instagram followers. Real reason why I was sleeping in his room reminded him of a girl he fumbled. I didn't want to sleep in there.
I don't deserve to
It took
sleep
it-
in my bed, so because of my mistakes, I'll sleep. In
It took him 4 weeks and then he just gave up and started sleeping in his room again.
No, because I was sleeping in the lounge room, but I was like, I got hit with the sun every morning. It was like 4 a.m. off like 5 a.m. when the sun was rising. It was right next to the window.
But you told everyone a bunch of bullshit excuses. Like, I'm sleeping in the lounge room until I hit 20,000 Instagram followers. I'm sleeping in the lounge room because it gets me up earlier. No, and then you said, no, I'm fucked up. I'm sleeping in the lounge room because it reminds me of blank.
I was so sad. That was so sad. But
I'm with my girlfriend, and then Brayden will be like, have you told Tyler that you cheated yet? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, what the hell?
it's
I'm like,
a good running joke.
I'm like,
that
what?
one.
No, but it's funny if he was like saying it in a joking way, but he's like saying it in such a serious way where I like actually have to like tell her this is a joke. Like,
we did that to Ben the other day. and
it's
Ben
so
lost it.
wrong. Like, it's so bad. She hates it, and I hate it as well. Obviously,
I think it's
And you've never
hilarious.
done
No.
that to me.
I've never done that to you.
Oh, really?
I've never done that to you.
I've
I've never done that.
far worse shit. All right.
All right, welcome back. We did this last week for the first time in a while. It's Diezel's Confessions. Last week, I know he said some pretty controversial things about thinking it's okay to have sex in your parents' bed.
Which is not okay, by the way.
My
Hopefully,
sister came back to me saying that she used to hear it. So, sorry, that was
What?
really bad. That was
okay,
uncalled for.
what the fuck?
She used to
Diezel.
sleep.
Anyway.
moving on from that conversation.
read us some confessions, Luke. Let's get it.
All right. Confession number 1. Is it weird that sometimes when I go over to my friend's house and I forget my toothbrush, I secretly use theirs?
I've done that before.
What the
May have
fuck?
done that before.
What friend? If it's me, I swear.
Do you have that clear toothbrush in the bathroom?
It's pink.
Oh, is it? There was a clear blue one. Or
Oh,
something.
that was the dogs.
No, it wasn't the dogs.
All right, so you think that's okay?
I think once in a blue moon, just don't say anything. I think that's fine. Just
What
run it
the
under hot water.
fuck?
Run it under hot water.
No,
before
that
you-
doesn't. It's like they've been in their mouth and shit.
Yeah,
Start a bacterial cleanse before putting it in.
I
I
think
think-
that's fine.
Off topic, one of my like massive icks or like red flags or like whatever is like oral hygiene. I think, especially like if they have like bad breath or like don't brush their teeth, all this kind of shit. It's just like wigs me out.
Well,
So
Tyler-
that'll fucking like.
Tyler used. I got Tyler a brand new toothbrush for Dad's house, and then I left mine at Mum's house, so I just used Tyler's.
I think that's okay because it's your girlfriend. Like you're kissing anyway.
Well, I've claimed it now, so it's mine now. So I'm like,
Oh
Tyler,
my
can you pass
God.
me the toothbrush whilst I'm in the shower? And then she automatically passes me her old one because she knows now that it's mine.
Okay.
that's a power move, eh?
It is.
It is, next
Dominance.
one.
Insert the dominance.
I also...
Anyway,
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
next
Next
confession.
one, same guy. I also sometimes steal their undies. Clean, obviously.
Luke does
Nothing
this.
wrong
I
with that.
disagree.
Luke does this.
I reckon there's nothing wrong with it. If they're clean, who cares?
I'll have my like. I'll be like staying somewhere. When we went to Bangkok, fucking Phuket. Sorry, what the fuck. Anyway, when we went to Phuket, you'd come into my room, and we're staying in like the same hotel, just different rooms. He'd come into my room, like make him look like he wanted to talk or like whatever. And I'd see him like literally squat down next to my bag, grab a pair of jocks, and then walk out. I'm like, I thought just pack enough jocks for your trip. What's wrong with you?
You
What
know
do you
what he
have
said to me the other day? I was like, I need to go home and shower. I need to change my jocks. He's like, dude, just turn them inside out. I'm like, you're
I was joking about
gross,
that.
dude.
That's fucking
I was joking
disgusting.
about it.
Luke, like he's CEO of stealing
Oh.
my jocks. Like he would just
Oh.
take them. He would come in, try to be
What
slick.
jocks are you wearing now? I think I took mine back.
No, those are
They
probably-
were Saunders.
No, they're mine. They're mine.
Luke doesn't buy
They
underwear.
were
He just
Saunders.
steals them, and then he doesn't even
Because I
wash them. He
don't
puts
steal
them
any
on.
underwear. They're lying right now.
So gross.
Don't believe anything you hear from Tom or Diezel.
Next
So
confession.
Next one. I have a confession. I got with my best mate's ex that he dated 2 years ago.
These bad.
Dog.
He said he doesn't care, but is it bad?
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's bad. I think. Well, at what point? Depends on the level of friendship. First of all, depends on the like
Best friend.
best. Oh, the dog.
Yeah.
Come
What would
on,
you do
best
if I go
mates.
with after Tyler or something? If
Oh,
I
God.
ever broke up with Tyler.
You're not my
What would you
friend
do if I
anymore.
got with like?
Oh, wow, that would be bad.
Yeah.
Anything.
I would be worse. Yeah.
And obviously, yeah.
If it like an ex-girlfriend like that, then that's bad.
I personally, I don't think there's only like one where I would care. I've got 4 exes.
Yeah.
There's only like one I would care about. It was just like it was.
Which one?
Uh,
Sorry, bro. Why though?
GoPro
Why
one.
no, that was just probably the one I was closest with. the one
GoPro
that-
girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I was closest. That was probably the one I was closest with, and like genuinely like felt the best connection with. But
Talking stage. Talking stage, best mate. What are you thinking?
I think talking stage is different. I think it's fair game.
I wouldn't personally. This is just me. You can do whatever you want. I personally wouldn't want to go somewhere where my friend.
That's not
We'll wrap that. That was Diesel's confessions. Keep sending them in. We love them. They're funny. Diesel's corrupted mentally, so he always gives some pretty. Never listen to his advice, but it's always pretty funny. So
You guys do some weird shit.
the audience.
The audience do some weird
The
stuff.
audience, yeah.
But you know, we love him for it.
Yeah, we do.
So
Top
Diesel's
stars.
done weirder things, so don't worry.
thanks for watching, guys. Episode 42 of D&M Cast. We love our new setup. I'm obsessed
This
with
is
it.
so cool. I love it.
I think it's a game changer not actually being able to see yourself. In our old studio, there was like a monitor where you could just like look and stare at yourself while you're recording. I think it's a bit distracting. So now it's a bit more intimate.
Now I stare into your
focus
eyes.
on the conversations a bit more.
What also is good is Tom doesn't go on his phone sometimes. He used to go on his phone under the desk.
Yeah, I'd still do it. Like, mate, I got shit to do. Anyway.
Whilst he's filming the potty.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Say goodbye to Diesel for a couple weeks.
See you guys. I'll tune back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hopefully he doesn't get any barley belly. I hope he doesn't comes back in one piece. Because I know Diesel, when he goes away firsthand, he does some pretty fucking strange things.
It does.
Anyway,
I need to get travel insurance as well. Fuck.
You should
definitely
get
do that.
that. Definitely after what we
What we did.
experienced.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Stay
See you
watching.
next week.
Send in the artwork, please.
All right. We get some clips.
I know you don't want